Many developers go for releasing DLC after putting out a full-fledged game, but God of War isn't going down the same path. Way before the game's release, director Cory Barlog said that he likes to tell a complete story and to add all his ideas from the start. God of War was first confirmed to not include a season pass back in January, another common feature in blockbuster games like this one. That puts it in line with Horizon Zero Dawn, which avoided selling a season pass despite eventually releasing an expansion. Anyways, we think it's a good thing that God of War has no DLC, and here's why. Some games are developed with a DLC or expansion in mind. It's a given that if you buy a full game, then you'll also want to play more new content as it rolls out, no matter the prices. As Cory Barlog explained, to do so, the game's content is held back. The story isn't told fully, and it leaves the player hanging who paid full price for the game. It's unfair that they don't get their money's worth. Besides that, God of War's story can be easily ruined if it's broken into bits for the sake of a future DLC, and such a game that is known for its amazing lore and characters will annoy a lot of gamers who won't be satisfied. DLC is designed to keep players playing and build a continued hype around the game because replay value for the consumer is good for the publisher and the developer, especially if they decide to release paid DLC later on. But given the huge world of God of War, there's still so much to do in the game after you've beaten the main story, and even that takes more than 30 hours or so. The game is just jam-packed with its side missions known as favors, so many items to find, weapons to upgrade, and not to forget the difficulties to beat. For one thing, planned DLC can also lead publishers to make decisions based entirely on the bottom line. And the bottom line sometimes misses other important details like preserving a loyal fan base, or ensuring that longtime fans are also treated with respect. With older franchises like God of War adopting newer revenue models, this is especially true. The last entry in the franchise was released in 2013, and if the new game would have held back content for the sake of DLC, then it would have pissed a large group of people that couldn't wait for it to release since E3 2016. But yes, the game has its fair share of locked content. God of War: A Call from the Wilds is a text-based game playable through Facebook Messenger. To help further promote God of War, Sony partnered with Facebook to develop the play-by-web game, which released on February 1st, 2018. Completing the game unlocks downloadable concept art. This is a fine example of nudging the fans' excitement before the game and to keep them hooked onto what they'll get to play. Also, it had some DLC out of the box. Those who purchased the Stonemasons edition got a special armor set, shield skins, and other perks. And honestly, there doesn't seem to be a need for it since the game is set to have other entries coming up. Not to spoil anything, but the ending of the game has it pretty obviously laid out that Kratos and Atreus have some adventures in the future. There's still a lot that Atreus needs to learn and Kratos needs to come to terms with. Locked content only messes up with that vibe, in my opinion. It makes it hard to comply it with the story. All in all, even if God of War does bring out a downloadable content for the game, us loyal fans are quite sure that it'll be done right. Let us know what you think about it in the comments. God of War DLC or no DLC? Be sure to like this video and subscribe to SegmentNext for more news, reviews, guides, and exciting stuff. Until next time.